Hey guys, so today I thought I would do something a bit different. Lately my diet or my eating habits haven't been that good. It hasn't been on point. That's putting it really nicely. And today I'm gonna share with you how I personally do a 48-hour fast. That's 2 days! If you wanna know more, stick around. Hello YouTube, it's just Chris here and welcome to the vlog where I talk about lifestyle, finances, and wellness in a practical way. And some random vlogs as well. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe for more content about tips and tricks for everyday living. Warning, I am not a medical professional, but when I started fasting, I was under the guidance of a doctor. If you do want to try fasting for yourself, please do so under the guidance of a medical professional. So when people ask me about my diet or my eating habits, their reactions are pretty much the same. What? You don't eat? You starve yourself? Well, yes and no. There are times where I eat normally, there are times when I fast, and there are times when I feast. So the first question I get when people ask me about this is, how do I do it? And my answer is pretty much the same all the time. You have to build up to it. So the concept of fasting is basically just delaying or not eating. For example, I would have dinner, go to sleep for about 6 to 8 hours, and in the morning, I would eat breakfast. So you're already actually fasting for 8 hours. What I did was I would extend that. I would wake up and maybe wait an hour or two before eating breakfast. And then it became 3 hours, and then 4 hours. Eventually, I skipped breakfast altogether and just had lunch. So that in itself is already intermittent fasting, which I did for about half a year, and I'm still doing now. But I also added extended fasting. So that means fasting for a period of 24 to 36 to 48 hours, or even more. But I personally don't go beyond 2 days or 48 hours. How I started intermittent fasting is also the same way I started extended fasting. So at first, I would not eat breakfast, I would not eat lunch, and eventually I would not eat dinner. So first you fast for 12 hours, 14 hours, 16 hours, 18 hours, and you extend an hour or two as you go along to be able to train your body to adapt. And after doing intermittent fasting for more than a year and doing extended fasts at least once or twice a month, my body has adapted to it. Actually, there are a lot of different benefits to fasting. The first reason is obviously to be in a caloric deficit. You guys know when you're in a caloric deficit, that's when you lose fat. So aside from this, there are other great benefits to fasting like cell regeneration, insulin sensitivity, maybe even spiritual or religious reasons, and even psychological ones. Personally, it helps me with my relationship with food. My relationship with food has always been quite tricky. There are times when you're super on point with your diet, and there are times when you just want to snack and you just want to binge. You know what I'm talking about. When I'm able to fast for about 24, 36, or 48 hours, it really reels back in the fact that I control my food, that I control my eating habits, and that I'm not subject to the temptation of snacks or food at home. Not to mention the weight loss also. Okay, so how do I start an extended fast? It actually starts the night before. The night before I do a fast, I make sure to eat dinner. There are different schedules you can follow, there are different time restrictions you can abide by, but after doing it for about a year, I found out that the best schedule that fits my lifestyle and my body and my preferences is to have dinner on the first day, not eat anything on the second day, and dinner on the third day. So if you really think about it, it's really just not eating for about a day. Okay, so let me get you guys up to speed. Last night I had dinner, and my last meal was at around 9 o'clock, and it's now currently 10 o'clock, and I'm gonna have my first intake of whatever. So the first thing I take every morning, whether I'm intermittent fasting or extended fasting, is actually psyllium fiber. So what I normally do is I just get a cup, psyllium husk, and some water. Got some on my beard there. Okay, so another important thing to do when you're fasting, whether it's intermittent fasting or extended fasting, is to hydrate. Now, doctors and people always say it's important to hydrate, it's important to drink water, but it's even more important to hydrate and drink water when you are in a fasted state. So how do you know if you're getting dehydrated? Well, your lips will be dry, and you're gonna get cramps. So always drink a lot of water. And speaking of dehydration and cramps, another important tool to have in your arsenal when you're doing extended fasting is actually pink Himalayan salt. So why is that? When you're dehydrated or when you're having cramps, you will need to replenish your sodium, magnesium, and potassium stores. Pink Himalayan salt actually has a lot of these things. So what I usually do is sometimes when I'm fasting, I would mix it with my coffee, or I would just take a handful and just chug it down with a cup of water. It's weird, but it works. So that's basically my nighttime routine and my morning routine when I'm starting an extended fast. So for now, I'm gonna be productive and work a bit and check in with you guys in a while. Water break. So just to check in with you guys, it's almost 1 o'clock and I've had nothing but water all throughout the morning. I did get myself a cup of coffee, just black, because I'm more or less bored with water already. And just to share with you guys, Iya is actually outside eating lunch. And another tip I have for you guys if you do want to do extended fasting is adjust your social calendar. Obviously, don't plan a 24, 36, or 48-hour fast if you know you're going to go out or if you know you're going to have dinner with friends or family. And one of the harder parts of doing an extended fast is whenever your body gets any cues that food is around, that's actually when you start feeling hungry. So try not to go on Facebook, try not to go on Instagram. And like me, if someone at home is having breakfast, lunch, or dinner and you know that you can't control yourself or it's gonna help you just to distance yourself, then maybe you should not be around them when they're actually having those meals. So for now, I'm just gonna continue to work, have some coffee, and I'm gonna check in with you guys a bit later. Okay, so time check, it is now 6:30. I've been working the whole afternoon without any food and just 1 cup of coffee and about 3 to 4 liters of water. So now that it's dinner time, let's see what Iya has to eat. Wow, that's a lot of crab fat.
Yum.
Okay, so while Iya's having that nice, fat, juicy crab, I'm fasting, so I'm not gonna eat. I will have some pink Himalayan salt. Okay, you can't see it, but there it is. Water. It's been a crazy busy day. And actually, when you're fasting, you actually want a busy day so that you don't have any downtime to think about food or to think about how hungry you are or to see social media and see what people are posting about food. Basically, the more distracted you are, usually the better. So here's Iya having a midnight snack while I'm fasted for 25 hours.
Stay away.
Okay, so while Iya enjoys her midnight snack or late night snack, I'm actually gonna have some more pink Himalayan salt. So especially when you're fasting, it's good to have a lot of electrolytes right before you sleep. If you've ever had midnight cramps or nighttime cramps or like you wake up in the middle of the night because of cramps, then you are probably electrolyte deficient. Sodium, magnesium, and potassium helps that. Okay guys, so that's about it for day 2 of fasting. We logged in around 24, 25 hours. So with that, I'm gonna call it a day, get ready for bed, and go to sleep. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Alright, good morning guys. It's a beautiful morning, the sun is shining, I got the sun in my window, I got good lighting. Time check. Where's my watch? Take 2. And time check. It's 9 o'clock, which means I've been officially fasting for around 36 hours. So today is day 3 of the fast. Why is it day 3? Well, again, because I had dinner on the first day, then slept. When I woke up on the second day, yesterday was no solid foods, all coffee, all water, and some salt and some fiber. And today is day 3. So by today, I'm not gonna have breakfast, lunch, but I will have dinner. So last night was good, slept well. I didn't have leg cramps, mainly thanks to the pink Himalayan salt. And of course, keeping hydrated. So this morning I'm going to run you through my fasting routine once again, but it's pretty much going to be the same as yesterday. Got my fiber. So with all the water I've been drinking and the psyllium fiber I just drank right now, I'm actually feeling kind of full. So once you hit 24 hours or after 24 hours, then it becomes mainly a psychological game. So for me, I can actually go on. My body's okay. I'm not hungry, I'm not cranky, I have a lot of energy, but my mind keeps focusing in on what I'm gonna eat tonight. Once you have the psychological stuff down and you power through, you'll definitely be able to fast. But again, if you do want to do it, please do build up to it under the care of a medical professional and do it at your own risk, but also for your own reward. So that's it. I'm gonna do some work and I'll check back in with you guys a bit later. The sun is setting, it's getting dark. It is around almost 6 o'clock. I've been pretty lucky. I had a lot of work to do today, so that really kept my mind off food, kept my mind off eating, so I really just focused on work. So some of the things I did today was I shot a video, I was able to edit it, and now I'm exporting it. Pretty busy day today. Throughout the day I had some water, maybe like 2 or 3 refills of this container, and I'm still nursing my first cup of coffee for the day. If you have seen any of my other videos, then you know that I always say what gets measured gets done. Even when I'm fasting, I'm actually tracking this fast right now. The app that I use for tracking all of my fasts is is actually the Zero app. I'm gonna share with you guys the link to download this app in the description box below. And again, if you do want to try extended fasting or intermittent fasting, please do consult your doctor first. So I think this 48-hour fast is actually going pretty well. So like I said, it's almost 6 o'clock. I'm gonna break my fast at around 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I will check in with you guys in a bit. Hey guys, it's around 7:30 right now, so that means I'm about an hour and a half away from my goal of reaching 48 hours fasted.
You're gonna eat at 9?
So Ia's already eaten her first dinner and she will be joining me later for her second dinner. It is now 9 o'clock. Finally, I have finished the 48-hour fast and it's now time to eat. Okay, so to break my fast, I have some eggplant, some, seafood bouillabaisse, and gallios and vegetables. So I haven't eaten for 48 hours and Ia is just getting some of my food, but it's okay. So that's it guys. Thanks for joining me on my 48-hour fast. I'm gonna break my fast now and finally eat something. If you like this video and you want to learn more about intermittent fasting, extended fasting, low carb lifestyle, or the ketogenic diet, please let me know in the comments. And subscribe for more content about tips and tricks for everyday living. See ya!